Hello and welcome to the quarterfinals of the Taiko World Cup 2019. We're opening up the quarterfinals this year with Singapore versus Australia. I'm currently alone. My name is Zazer. We're going to be commentating for about 2 hours. We have a really good game ahead of us. Both of these teams have a lot to prove still. Having a little bit of a rough start at the beginning. Singapore having Japan in groups and giving them the second seed because it's Japan. And Australia actually getting upset, going second in groups to Poland. So it's a bit of a rough start, but both of these teams definitely have a lot to prove, and both of these teams also lost last round. Although they did have very tough opponents. Singapore did lose to Taiwan, but they did manage to take a map off. Australia losing 3-6 to Hong Kong as well. So they meet in lowers. And we'll see what they have to do. See if we get the warm-up started soon. I always love seeing the warm-ups and seeing what kind of weird things people put in there. A lot of countries will do something that has some regional pride. Some others just want to put on a good meme. Somewhere in between. Now, this is the first quarterfinals match. We're going to be seeing the new map pool for the first time. Kind of curious to see what's going to be popular, what's not going to be popular. Seems like the last couple of rounds, people have been kind of all over the place. There hasn't been specific maps that have been high pick rate or high ban rate or anything. It's been fairly balanced, which is quite nice to see. Looks like Australia is gonna pick their warm-up by one of their own players, Jai. Good song so far. I wonder what the context of the difficulty name is. November 29th. Creative. It's kind of weird that it's called November 29th for a summer-themed song. Seems like a pretty standard map, though, I would assume. Element actually playing it with hidden. Might be a bit indicative of what Singapore tends to do. Singapore being quite strong on hidden. God, these SV changes. This must be hell on hidden element, struggling a little bit here. Right now with the only combo, or at least the only full combo. LMO not too far behind though. Still keeping up with accuracy. Good warm up. Enjoyable song. I feel like it's quite rare to see teams pick more. Oh God! Oh, I was gonna say teams pick more normal warm-ups as warm-ups, as most people just tend to pick really hard stuff or just meme songs. But that mono stream there. I'm really struggling on this with the 88%, although those SVs at the start were really brutal to play with hidden. That was quite a good warm-up. I enjoyed that. Good song. Nicely mapped. Unsurprisingly, Jay doing very good on his own map. Did 98%, the only one on board. Gonna have to see what Singapore picks as a warm-up. Alright, we'll have to see what this is. Singapore doing their part in keeping the anime ratio up in the World Cup. All right. Okay. 8.1 stars. I like it. This is going to be a good map. a little too normal so far. Where's all the 1/6? There they are. Mandatory. It's like they're doing pretty good though. Alamomo actually almost holding an SS so far. He's quite well versed in modern taiko mapping. It's like not too far behind at 97% as well. Look at Alamomo is still holding to a full combo as well. Okay. Did not expect that. Asserting dominance on this warm-up. Only 600s on that. Very nicely done. Fortunately, quite unlikely that we're going to see something like that in the quarterfinals map pool. But let's now get into the bans. On the new map pool, quarterfinals map pool. Bunch of new songs. A lot of really good ones at that. Wonder if we're gonna get to see any games this round get to tiebreaker. Tiebreaker is supposedly very straight. Also OD7. That's what Singapore goes for. I feel like it's quite hard to ban against Australia, as just judging off of last round, they've been quite versatile. So they're going for Pantheon of Forsaken Gods. And Lilac from Australia. Lilac being a very old map. Kind of an expected ban on the side of Australia, as Singapore is quite strong on hidden. Seems pretty logical. And the first pick of the quarterfinal is going to be Sugar Glazed Madness. opening the round with a gimmick map. A lot of sliders in this, a lot of ninja notes as well. Gonna have to see. I've personally not seen this myself, but I always love me some gimmick maps, especially in the World Cup. Might be a unpopular opinion, but seems like Australia likes the opinion. Australia being quite good at gimmick maps. Looks like Jai and Fuel are gonna play this one. An Element and Alamomo on the outside of the side of Singapore. And here we go. Two teams with a lot to prove in this round. If only one wins, the other one's out. Looks like Element struggling a little bit at the beginning there. Going to be giving the lead to Australia, even though we were just getting into it. Oh, double misses on the side of Australia, so the lead is going to swing all the way back. Misses on the entire board now. The only real combo being on Element's side. Lalamomo with the 97% accuracy as well, really giving a strong lead to Singapore as we get into the... God, this map is mean. Element missing one of the ninja notes there. This is definitely the right map to open the quarterfinals with. I feel like this one requires a lot of practice. Allen with another miss there. Might be equalizing Singapore's lead a little bit. Oh, Lalamomo almost nearing a 99 now. Everyone missing except for Lalamomo, actually, so Singapore is going to keep their lead. But like, unless something major happens at the end here, we may see the first pick be a breakpoint in the favor of Singapore here. Seems like the lead by now is way too big. Lalamomo is just going in. There it is. Only 10 hundreds on that. 3 misses, not too bad. Element as well with decent score as well. Let's see. Very nicely played map from the side of Singapore. And it is now their pick with their lead. Wonder if we're going to see the other hidden. As Australia did ban Lilac. Nope, looks like they're gonna go for free mod. Tornado it is. That seems like a logical follow-up, Tornado being mostly an SV map. Rango coming in for Australia. Seems like Singapore is not going to change their lineup. Kind of wonder what mods we're going to see on this. It's a safe assumption that Element's going to go hidden. Wonder if there's going to be any HDHRs. Probably not, though. Yeah, it looks like there won't be. It looks like I was also wrong. Element with a hard rock, Lalamomo with a hidden, Rango no mod, Jai with a hidden as well. This one's quite long as well, with a lot of SV changes. That's the Element struggling there as the SV increases. Jai now with the only SS on board, still early on, and he just lost it. I will now shut up. Australia keeping the earlier lead. Lalamomo with the miss, actually. It's not too good for the side of Singapore. It's like no one is really struggling on this, though. A lot of wavy patterns. The wavy SVs. And no one dropping. Not even any accuracy drops or anything. Lalamomo actually missing at the end there. Going to solidify Australia's lead. Really, really good accuracy from both of them. Now as we get into the increasing SV part, I wonder if Element's going to keep it up with the Hard Rock. Yeah, it looks like he's going to hold on all the way. Australia is going to have to break at some point, though, here, because their accuracy is just on point. Full combos on both of them, giving them quite a solid lead. Accuracy drops on Element's side as well, not helping their cause there. Looks like Jay did get a second 100. That's the entire map so far. It looks like both of the Australian guys have a combined 500. Only about a quarter of the map left. See if they hold on. The longer this goes on, the more and more it just looks like Australia's point here. This is quite a long map though, clocking in at like 4.5 minutes. It's quite of an endurance test. Really test your focus for the hidden players. They're doing pretty good on it though. No misses in quite a long time now. Pretty much nearing the end here. Looks like Australia is not moving. Yeah, that's a very solid performance from the side of Australia, and we'll be seeing another break point now. See, 700s combined with both of them. Jay with 300s with the hidden. Really, really nicely played. And now it is also back on their pick. See what they want to go with. Wonder if after seeing Element struggling with a Hard Rock there, if they want to go with the only Hard Rock map remaining, or maybe stay in Fremont. But we'll see what it is. No, they're actually going to pick Sayonara Planet Wars? It's quite brave. Let's see how that goes. I guess Jay's really confident in his hidden right there. I guess there is no better time to play this map if they're going to pick it at all. Although this is more of a... It's quite similar to the last pick if you're playing hidden. It's more of a consistency map. Some streams here and there, but nothing these players can't handle. Probably gonna put in Remy for this one. And yet again, Singapore not changing their lineup. Yeah, no changes on the side of Singapore. We'll be seeing Remy play this match for the first time. Gonna have to see if it's gonna be another break point. At least this one is quite short. It's only 2 minutes. Like the early accuracy lead going in Singapore's side. Oh, Remy actually with a miss there. It looks like it doesn't matter too much as Element is kind of trailing behind in accuracy. Australia actually taking the lead there. It's off of better accuracy, but as we get into the streams, we'll see if that changes. Oh, Remy actually with the miss. Oh no, oh no. But the chain misses there, giving a huge lead to Singapore. Oh no, that's quite unfortunate. Lalamomo with 100 on that play. Really handled that with no problem. Now Singapore with the massive lead. 2 full combos. Remy still not able to recover there. It wouldn't be a Taiko World Cup without the note locks, the Vlad moments. Shout out to Vlad. Oh wait, Element actually having it happen at the end as well. Looks like it won't matter too much, so Lala Mumo is just too good. 300s on that. And good effort from Jay as well with only one, also a full combo with only 1100s. But yeah, these no locks from 2 of these players there. This map is it's quite mean. It looks like if you miss once during the stream, you're just doomed. But it looks like that is yet another break point. Let me see how long it takes for one of these teams to win on their own pick. At least as Jay said, HD is dead. There's no more hidden picks. Still 2 free mods up though. As we wait for Singapore's pick, there's no better time to remind you that if you'd like to support the World Cups, support your favorite teams, you can head on over to the store, purchase yourself one of a nice little profile banner. Puts it right on your profile, your favorite country. And the profits from that go towards the prize pool. It's pretty cool. See how nicely that command is worded? How could you not click on that link? What if you make your profile look ridiculously attractive by purchasing a banner? We're still waiting on Singapore's pick. Still a lot open for them. Looks like they're gonna go with DT. Fairy Tale should be quite a known map. It's fairly long. It's fairly fast as well. Clocking to 290 BPM with double time. Although it is not super dense, it's still going to be quite challenging for these players. We'll see if Lalamoa can keep up his amazing performance so far. Really being a key member for the Singapore team here. Looks like they're finally going to do their first player swap. Bobfree going to come in. And Rango coming back in for Australia. So if the previous rounds are of any indication of how this is going to go, then Australia should win this pick. There can only be breakpoints. Still very early on, but looks like we're still getting some early drops from Bobfree. Gonna give Australia a small lead. Tiny. It's something. It counts. Looks like the accuracy on Australia's side is quite solid. I think it's the first time this entire match where Lalamomo is in the play with the highest accuracy. Rango with 99.5 right now. Lalamomo actually with the miss. Australia is actually gonna hold a sizable lead here. Maybe this is when we actually start seeing these teams winning their own picks. Wait, no. Singapore picked this. So this is another breakpoint, maybe. I did say you can only have breakpoints. God forbid these guys win their own maps. Looks like everyone's holding pretty good here. Almost seems to have recovered. I think there's still an opportunity for a comeback if one of the Australian players mess up, but they've been pretty good. There's not much of the map remaining. They have the stamina to hold on for the entire time. Rango now with the only player above 99. Bob Free actually with a miss. No, that's for sure due for Singapore. 2 FCs to none. Yeah, this lead is just too much now on the side of Australia. They both in a full combo. They will. So it's another break point. Man. Rango got 100 on the last note. Won't matter too much though. Holding the highest accuracy. Double FC on the side of Australia. Very well done. And yet again, it is their pick. Quite a lot of open still. We haven't really touched Nomad much. But looks like they're gonna go with Hard Rock. Could be a smart decision, considering Singapore did ban Hard Rock. So this map is very high SV. Element coming back in for Singapore. Kind of curious to see how this is gonna go. We haven't actually seen anyone play Hard Rock other than Element on the free mods. Here we go. I kind of wonder if Australia is going to be able to keep their high accuracy there. Seems like they've been doing better overall as a team. So maybe it will matter for this one. Slow start for this one. Yeah, the accuracy lead on the side of Australia early on. Oh my, Element actually misses there? Is there Ninja? I'm not too sure what he missed out on, but that's going to give a decent lead for Australia here. This map is not that long. Keep in mind, it's only 2 minutes, and intro is quite long here. Alright. We'll see how these players do on this. Alright, here we go. High SV section. Australia still holding their lead. Well, there's not much of an accuracy lead. It's still within a misses difference. This lead is just purely from element missing earlier. There's not much map left though. Oh, Lalamomo actually with the miss there. That's definitely going to give Australia the point. And another one. Yeah, nicely played. Another double FC out of them. Both nearing 99 as well. Finally, a team wins their own pick. Can you believe it? So there is now no hidden, no hard rock. Still a lot of Nomad open though. If Singapore want to go for that, we'll have to see. Seems like they did take a while to think about their pick last time. Yeah, they are taking their time to decide. It's quite hard to decide, really. Seems like a lot of the no mods are pretty straightforward compared to the free mods, which are a little more out there. And then the one ET map that's left open. Looks like they go with the free mod, Uber 6. It seems to have a lot of really uncomfortable streams, a lot of offhand patterns. I wonder if we're going to see some HDHRs on this. No roster changes from either side. Keep the same players, I think.
3, 2, 1.
Johnny actually with the HDHR, Element with the HR as well. 2 no mods on each side, but still a slight mod advantage on Australia. See if it pays off. Yeah, it looks like the mod advantage hidden on Jay, actually giving Australia a small lead. It's been a small drop on Element, but it shouldn't matter too much. Still not even on the hard part of the map at all. Jay Australia actually holding a HDHR SS on that. Pretty solid, giving Australia a decent lead now as we're halfway in. Yes, it dropped. Yeah, Rango as well with really good accuracy. Momo also holding the SS, but no mod. Looks like the mod advantage on Australia here is really coming in huge. There's only about a quarter of the map. I think only one hard section remaining. No one's breaking. Looks like Jay did get a single 100 though, so no assess for him, but... Oh, it's actually really close. Hold on. Wait, Rango actually did miss at the end, but it's not going to matter. Australia taking this one, but... They had to fight for that. That was extremely close. 6,000 points. Really outstanding accuracy out of Jai there. Very well played. That would have been really that would have probably had a different outcome actually if he didn't have that outstanding accuracy. Momo as well with 200 no mod play on that.
2, 1.
Okay, so it is now Australia's pick. 4 no mods open. 1 DT and 1 free mod. I think that's going to be Glorious Crown. That's a creative way to type 2. Choose another language. Yeah, Glorious Crown on the side of Australia. It's like one of the simpler no mods, simpler maps in the entire pool. I think we're gonna see an accuracy battle on this one, if anything. Alright, this one is quite short as well. See, for a stream map, the OD is only 6.6, so I think any hundreds here, any drops in accuracy might matter a lot. I think we should be seeing all FCs on this, but Element actually dropping earlier on. Jay as well. Pretty much tied right now. The difference is about 200 or 300s, but no, actually Element, oh god, Element with a lot of misses, a lot of accuracy drops there. Seems like he's not comfortable on this at all. It's gonna give a huge lead to Australia there. no one else seems to be struggling on the streams. And Element did recover a little. Gonna get some 1-3 here. See if anyone trips up on that. Australia does have a strong lead, but there's definitely potential for comeback if anything happens. But judging off of how these two players have been playing, I don't think that's gonna happen. They seem pretty solid, pretty intent on winning this match. Yeah, no issues for anyone there. Just Australia just gonna take the earlier lead and just run away with it. They're now a match point. Really, really good accuracy out of everyone. Fortunately, Element did struggle in the beginning there. He recovered at the end, but it's a little too late. 200s from Rango. And now it's Singapore's pick. Really isn't much left for them. So I personally really like these late round scenarios because when all of these maps have been picked, everyone's kind of just playing stuff that they didn't really want to pick, but they have to because the match went on for so long. And so they have to go out of their comfort zone. So we get to see a lot of interesting gameplay, a lot of upsets. I think we've already seen enough upsets this game with like 5 breakpoints. What is this song? It's like Singapore's gonna go for this one. Probably some really weird snapping near the end of this. Alright, now this is some music. There's a Bob Free coming in for Singapore. Australia not changing the lineup. I'm really curious to see this map. And even more curious how these players do on it. You can already hear how weird the rhythm is gonna be. Alright, here we go. Singapore needs to win this one. This is a lower bracket match, so the loser of this game is actually out, and Australia is on match point, so. Probably not going to be seeing much in the beginning there. This map starts off pretty easy. Although both of the Australian players did break their SS this early on. Looks like Bopper following that up though. So Lalamo actually with the only SS left on board. A small accuracy advantage for Singapore, but it's only about 200, so it's what is this? Oh my god, okay, a lot of accuracy drops there, but Lalamo holding on to the 99. Oh, it's so close. Everyone holding their combo so far. But oh my god, a lot of accuracy drops on the Singapore side here. The Rengo with a miss though. Might swing back in Singapore's favor. They do have it. Australia does have the accuracy lead here, so it's gonna be very close still. Bob Free with a miss though. Oh, that Australia is gonna get a big lead out of that. Jackie with the miss. What even is this map? This is so mean. Looks like Australia still has the lead though. Is it over for the Singapore team? It looks like it is. Australia with a strong performance there. I think Lalamobo did FC that with 99, but yeah, the Australian player is not too far behind. Only a couple of misses on them, but still really solid accuracy on their part, and they're gonna win this match 6-2. Very well played out of them. I'm glad we ended it on this interesting song. That was quite an experience. Of course, this was only the first match of the quarterfinal. Singapore is unfortunately out, as this was a lower bracket match. Australia is going to move on. Definitely have to mention Lalamomo for an outstanding performance throughout every single map. Fortunately, not enough to beat the Australian team. So there's quite a few interesting matches that are going to be happening this weekend. Here they are on screen now. I think notably the next one is going to be really close. Taiwan and Hong Kong pretty much being, what, top 4 teams? Top 2 teams? At least historically, right? It's going to be a good game. It's happening 3 hours from now, so if you liked what you just saw, definitely tune back in for that one. I think that is it for the moment. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in 3 hours.